Hi, this is Courtney George, and this is speech number 2. And this is my audience. It's my mother and my cousin Kim. When wanting to find a way to decorate a home or an office, or a way to personalize a gift, many people wouldn't think about busting up some old tiles. Making a mosaic is a very easy and cheap way to achieve this. You can make a unique set of coasters, a picture, to hang on the wall, a decorative lamp, a picture frame, or many other ideas. To get all the supplies to complete this project, I would suggest going to Home Depot or Lowe's or any other home improvement store. First thing you'll need is an object you want to mosaic, whether it be the lamp or the picture frame or a piece of wood for your coasters. To make the coasters, you'll need a board that you can just cut down to the perfect size that you want. Also, you'll need the tiles that have the color that you want and the grout. You also need tile adhesive, a sponge, a grout floater, a putty knife, and a hammer and tile sealer. The first step is to take your tile, whatever size you have, and to bust it up into tiny little bitty pieces. For whatever project you're making, you'll have to have different size pieces, but for the coaster we want little bitty tiles. So you bust your tile up with your hammer, and then you make your design first, whatever the design is, and then you add your second tiles after to fill in the spaces. And you take each tile off and you will apply your tile adhesive to the back of your tile. And you don't want too much on there. And then you put it on the space that you want on your board, and you do that for every single tile. Okay, after you've applied your tile adhesive to the tiles, you probably need to wait overnight to make sure that the adhesive dries, so when you put the grout on, the tiles don't move and mess up your design. The next step is mixing up your grout. You can either buy pre-mixed grout that already has a color to it that you just add water to, or grout that you actually personalize and put the colors that you want into it. I chose the grout that you just add the water to. And when you stir the grout, just stir it until it's nice and smooth and it's not too dry so it doesn't crack. After you mix your grout, you need to make sure that you do it outside because it can get dirty and messy and get all over the place. So you need to cover the entire design and all the tiles, making sure that you get grout in all the creases and the cracks, and that it's flat across so that the whole mosaic is flat. You use a grout floater to spread the grout, and you won't be able to see your design until you wash the grout off with a sponge. After you've applied all of the grout, you want to get a bucket of water and a clean sponge, and you want to wipe all of the grout off of the mosaic. You'll keep having to wipe and then dip it in the water to make sure the sponge is clean, because if you don't, it'll just smear the grout over the part that you've already cleaned. So you keep doing this until your design becomes visible. Okay, after you've applied the grout over the whole mosaic, you let it set overnight and make sure that the grout is dry. Because when you apply your sealer, you'll want the whole thing to be dry before you apply it. You can just buy your sealer at any Home Depot store or whatever, and it's already mixed. It's just in the bottle. You just buy it in the tile section. This sealer will help from it getting dirty and getting stains on it, or for the grout or to start changing colors. You can just pour it over the top of the whole thing, and you'll make sure that it gets on everything, and you let it set for a few minutes, and then you wipe the excess off, and then you just keep repeating and doing this until the grout doesn't absorb the sealer anymore. And then this will help get any of the grout that may be left behind from wiping with a sponge, And then it also helps give it a nice shine, so it's shiny and pretty. And then you'll let it set for a little bit, and then your mosaic's done. If you'd like to add some finishing touches, as in for the coasters, if you would like to make edges so it looks better, you can apply wood to the sides and then put caulk in between all the cracks that you will have. Or you could paint it the same color as your grout to make it all pretty. Or before you applied the grout and when you were tiling, you could actually put tiles on the sides to cover up the wood, and then it would all be one solid piece.